webinar has started because it's going to be a webinar of substance. Yes, across two, great, prestigious institutions. So make sure that you remind them once more, and they don't miss out on this opportunity. Right now, we get down into business by having the welcome address given to us by the president of SP LASU student chapter in person of Agose Sylvester. So, Mr. President, please give us the welcome address. Hello, Sylvester. Are you on the call? Ooh. Okay. Hello, Sylvester.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, we can. That's lovely.
Okay, for like a minute, my microphone stopped working. So hi guys, hi everyone, good evening. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to have every single one of you on this call as well. As earlier mentioned, my name is Sylvester Agose. I'm the president of SP LASU, and I want to welcome every single one of you to this ALP session titled Networking with Purpose Connections. And it's very interesting that for a session like this, we're having a collaboration with two strong SP LASU chapters in Lagos section, that's LASU and the University of Ibadan. So it's an opportunity for us to immediately practice what we are going to learn on this call. So I also want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our speaker, Mr. Wisdom Itimi, for making our time to be with us here today. And I also want to thank the president and the leadership of SPUI for being available for this collaboration as well. So I just want to encourage everybody to take notes, engage with one another, ask questions, engage with our moderator, and make the best of this opportunity, this time that we're going to spend in this virtual space together. And I look forward to the beautiful testimonies we'll have after we've implemented all that we have learned from this session into our lives in the future. So thank you very much once again, and I wish everyone a wonderful, wonderful session. Over to you, Pamela.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Mr. President. Please let us give Mr. President a virtual round of applause for that awesome welcome address. Okay, now, hello, Agemo Remilekun. Oh, thank you very much for muting your mic. It was a little distracting. But we'll get right into that right now as we take the safety brief given to us by Adejumo Excellence, who is the Assistant Programs Chair of SPE UI Student Chapter. So, Excellence, please give us the safety brief.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me attentively. Good evening. How are we all doing? So I'll be taking the safety brief for the session, and it goes thus. Please let's pay attention to everything I'm about to say. So first, we have mute your mic when you are not speaking. Please kindly ensure that your microphone is muted when you are not speaking to prevent background noise and to ensure that the session runs smoothly. And also, we have that raise your hands to talk whenever you want to. So please use the raise hand feature of the Google Meet to speak so that the moderator can know and acknowledge you in a orderly manner. And also, please use the chat button. We have C for comments and Q for questions. So that means if you are asking a question, you can just put the letter Q to indicate that, oh, this is a question. And you can also put the letter C to indicate that, oh, this is a comment. And also, please ensure that you can hear the fire alarm with your headset. So peradventure you are using a headset to listen to this session, please ensure that the volume of this headset allows you to hear important alarms. Yeah. So, and also be aware of your environment, stay conscious of your surroundings, and avoid distractions that can make you miss out on important things for this session. Also, please stay safe, stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. Prioritize your safety. And also, for the last one, we have that you should be alert and aware of your surroundings and also maintain a good sitting posture so that you'll be comfortable throughout the session and you will not have discomfort of any kind. So that's all for now. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the session.
Thank you very, very much, Excellence. That was absolutely excellent. No pun, no pun intended. Thank you very much, Excellence. In addition to that, I would like to add that make sure that you actively participate. You do not be a passive participant. If you have questions, make sure you ask them or you put them in the chat box. Make sure you know your hands are raised virtually whenever you would like to contribute. And also, if you can get a pen and a paper to jot down important points, I advise you do that as well. Thank you once again, Excellence. Now we get down to the introduction of our facilitator. So I'd like you to be very attentive as I introduce Mr. Itimi Wisdom Onome to us. Mr. Itimi Wisdom Onome is a distinguished graduate of geology from the prestigious Delta State University, Abraka, Nigeria. Throughout his academic journey, he exhibited exceptional leadership qualities, serving as the class representative and fostering a strong relationship between lecturers and students. His ability to mediate, organize, and lead his peers made him a respectable figure among both students and faculty members. Beyond his class leadership, Itimi actively contributed to professional student organizations, holding key positions such as Secretary General of the Society of Petroleum Engineers (SPE), Delsu chapter, and serving as the president of the Nigerian Mining and Geosciences Society (NMGS) and the Nigerian Association of Petroleum Explorationists Students chapter. His tenure in these roles was marked by a deep sense of dedication, commitment, and service to the advancement of geology and petroleum exploration studies within the university. Mr. Itimi Wisdom Onome currently works as a well intervention field operator at Silkline. So please, I know that our hands are not paying us. Please let us give Mr. Itimi Wisdom Onome a virtual round of applause as he comes us, to impart us with his knowledge on the topic of today, which is networking with purpose. Mr. Itimi, I hope you are doing well today.
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay, that is lovely to hear. You have the floor, please.
Okay, all right, thank you. Firstly, I want to thank the student chapter of SP LASU and SP UI for this wonderful opportunity. And God bless you all for actually giving me this opportunity to share my experiences and everything so far. So firstly, I will start by networking with purpose. Sorry, I didn't make a slide. I was supposed to make a slide on this presentation, but due to my work schedule, today's Saturday, I went to work because we're doing a mobilization for a coil tubing operation. So I didn't really have the time to sit down and fix this up. So please, maybe bear with me, maybe some other time, please. So I will start by saying the topic networking with purpose, how students can build a meaningful contribution connection. So networking with purpose for students involve the transition of transition of merry collection of contacts, not just contacts alone, genuine relationship, and aligning a long-term goal career. So I will start my journey by explaining myself how I really came into the industry. Okay, firstly, after school I graduated 2023 from Delsu, did geology. Fortunately, we are just six that graduated in my set. So we are not that much, and so you know how geology is. So I believe every discipline has their own struggles and everything. So we're just six that graduated. So from there, I started gathering informations from LinkedIn. Yes. So someone told me about LinkedIn and started getting information about LinkedIn and uh, how you can really get meaningful strategic relationship from LinkedIn. So what I did was I started involving myself with relevant courses that will actually aid me to actually get an opportunity into the industry. Now, getting into the industry sometimes is very, very funny and very, very stressful. Sometimes you need the grace of God. You need more. You need impact. You need grace and everything. So I fully involved myself with relevant certifications like IWCF Level 1, IEDC courses, which some were free, some were paid for. And I can tell you that for over 2 years and now, yes, for over 2 years and now, I have been fully involved in career growth, not just career growth. I've wasted, not only, so some people say wasted, yes. I have some friends that said, oh, you wasted money to actually do these courses and all that. And yes, everybody has what they are looking for. You get, everybody has what they are looking for. So some people call it that, okay, you're actually wasting money to actually trying to develop yourself and all that. No. So involve myself basically on relevant courses that will help my career growth. So what I did was I was fully involved in professional career courses like related to geology, petroleum industry, and all that. So I did IWCF, and currently I'm running IWCF level 2 and 3 currently. So and uh, and then what actually brought me to Port Harcourt? Yes, what brought me to PH was because I had just one certification. So these things actually prepared you for a great opportunity. Sometimes people don't really look at it that, oh, does these things actually matters? Does these things actually gives you the value you're looking for? Is this thing going to help you, or you're just wasting your time? Sometimes it's not about wasting your time. Those things, there's power in preparation. You get, like I said, like I always tell people, there's power in preparation. So that was how so I got in touch with LinkedIn, was fully involved, on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn was a great platform for me personally, was a great platform for me in which I was using to learn, to connect with industry professionals. So I got in touch with my ND on LinkedIn. Yes, funny enough. So I got in touch with my ND on LinkedIn, and although it took like up to 2-3 months before it was approved that okay, send in your resume, some our HR team are going to do an interview with you, and if you pass, that means you start with us as a graduate trainee. So that was how I did, and the IWCF course, like I said, the IWCF course. I'm not going to go into long talk, but I'm just going to share with you my experiences. I believe this is why this program is all about. So the IWCF stuff actually prepared me for, because they are going to teach you well intervention. Because when you're talking about wireline, slick line, um, coil tubing, and the rest of them. Filtration, cementing. You're still talking about intervention. How can you intervene on the well and all that? So that was how I was able to defend myself basically on the slickline part. And then I started so they were asking me questions basically on the slickline that okay, what can you tell us about slickline? How can you identify your pulling tools, your running tools, and that your downhole tools, your downhole accessories? So that was how I was able to to discuss with our to to defend myself under the HR team. So from there, I got the opportunity to actually start working with Kegel Soil System, where I am today on LinkedIn. So basically, I will tell you that sometimes it takes some people get into the industry with just okay, I have somebody or I have the power and all that. Why some people actually prepare themselves a lot. I'm one of those people category. You prepare yourself ahead of opportunities. You prepare yourself ahead of career. You prepare yourself for the next move. So firstly, I would say one of the things uh, that can actually guarantee this networking with purpose is adopt a contribution mindset. So offer a value, also offer value. This offering value has to do with volunteering, like NAPI last year, I submitted about 3 to 4 persons' name that were volunteering for NAPI International Conference, and they were selected. They took them. So you can volunteer for each of them. I don't really know of SP that much because I'm a geoscientist, so I'm not fully into SP that much, but I can tell you that they still gives they still give um room they still give room for volunteering experiences. So you can make out time to actually volunteer for conferences, for webinars, for technical workshop and all that. Now there's a program coming up in SP Port Harcourt, session 104, session 103, I think Well Intervention Summit. Now this Well Intervention Summit is happening in Port Harcourt. I think this is the first well intervention conference or summit, yes, to see that's happening in Nigeria. I've not heard of any before, but I think this is the first one. So if I have some friends that are actually going to volunteer for the program already, which is happening this March to April. So um, then the next one is be a bridge builder. Connect with people connect with people in your network who could benefit from knowing each other, like there's this I don't know if any of you know Gugala on Refugee Road. They always post meaningful, impactful stuffs like that on lecture hub, so you can get connected with them. You learn almost every day. There are opportunities they post on the platform there where you can be able to learn, where you can be able to grow. So be authentic. Like be authentic. This one has to do with this is who you are. This is who you truly are. This is what they know you for. If they know you as a production operator, you're a production operator. Okay, this is anything related to production operator. We should be calling this person. Anything related to work completion, we should be calling this person. Anything related to this, we should be calling this person. So that is it. So the next one is leveraging existing university resources. Now you have your professors. You can do well to get in touch with them. You can do well to get in touch with them. Get relevant, uh, get relevant networking ability with them. Okay, sir, I'm writing a project on so and so, and please, I really need your guidance or whatever. So some of them will have relationship with industry professionals, which they can definitely recommend you to. Most of them have relationship with industry professionals. They can recommend you that, oh, this person graduated with 2-1, and I can really vouch. This person has been with me for 4 years now. I can vouch that this person is of good behavior, and he deliver can deliver whatever job assigned to him or her. So the next one is alumni networking. There are some people like you I now, they have a lot of people that are in the industry, based from the industry, from the exploration production down to the servicing, almost all the part of the industry. UI has, so you can get in touch with people who are from your university that, oh, sir, I'm a graduate, or so. Maybe you see someone, okay, the person is working with Chevron, Total, or any of the oil field servicing, Halliburton, Schlumberger, and Baker Hughes. You can get in touch with the person, ah, sir, I have this and this is what I've achieved. Most times, these people you see, they don't just want to see that, okay, you came out with a 2-1, you came out with a first class. No, that is not what they want to see. Most times, they want to see what you've done as you graduated, or prior to your graduation until date. They just want to see what you've done. What have you done? What have you done and all that? What are the meaningful things? Have you volunteered? Have you write technical papers? Have you written technical papers and all that? So they just want to see what you've done over the years, what you've done. Yes, someone can just come and say, okay, I graduated with a 2-1, and this one left with a 2-2, and this one left with a 2-2. So, and the 2-2 guy has has gotten experience, have done trainings. He has done trainings, he has done certifications that we actually guarantee him to the next level. Definitely, most people, most of the oil field, I've been in Port Harcourt for some time now, and I know what is happening. Most of them will pick the two guy, because this guy already has, maybe they have this guy may have Bosch, this guy has Bosset, this guy has most of the things we're actually looking for. And yes, that is what they do. That is what they do. So I would say connect with your alumni. They are very, very relevant for, they are very, very open. You can connect with them on LinkedIn. They are very, very open for relevant advices. Then your student organization, your club, your student organization, your club, your feed, like those from NAPI, those from SP and all that. You can connect with your student organization. Make sure that your student organization attends technical workshop. I remember when I was in Delsu at Abraka Delta State, I we were almost going to, I think when I was in 300, 200 level, so I think Federo was in HND 1 or 2 at PTI. So because our school is not that far, Abraka to Warri PTI, a full roundabout there is over like 45 minutes, so it's not that far. So you see, so we we were almost going there for almost everything they are doing. And yes, we took it upon ourselves that, okay, we are ready to learn, we are ready to grow. You understand? Forgetting the fact that, okay, sometimes the journey might be looking difficult, but you just need to put in your best. You just need to put in striving your best, striving whatever that you know that will actually help you, whatever that will help you grow. And most times, most of these associations actually help a lot in terms of presentation, in terms of learning. I think my 400 level, my final year, I NAPE came for a technical workshop whereby whereby they brought well logs. They brought this well log, seismic, subsurface data to actually teach us not just the one you're doing in your workstation in school. Sometimes your workstation, your lecturers might not actually give you that privilege to to learn that much, because maybe there's shortage of electricity, or maybe so these platforms actually gives you leverages to meet with professionals and actually learn how these things and actually learn about your field generally. So the next one here is building a personal brand online. So this one has to do with LinkedIn. So you building a personal brand, you have to optimize your profile, have to optimize your profile. So I remember when I started LinkedIn, I just have just two connections on three or so. So when you connect with most of these professionals, sometimes they don't really respond. They don't really respond. Why? Because they've gone to view your profile. Just imagine that okay, you're using an anime to put as your profile DP. It's not looking professional. And most times, those people don't even have time to actually, as they just see that stuff like this, they just skip. So forgetting the fact that okay, you have a 2-1, you have a first class, they will not even read your message again. So it's better that okay, you optimize your profile very well. Make sure that your profile, make sure that your profile is well optimized and recognized. You get, make sure your face is there. Ensure your face is there. Ensure whatever thing you're putting there is you. Is not that it's another different thing entirely. You get. So the next one is um so we're talking about optimization of profile, putting your headshots and a compelling summary and detailed relevant skills. So you put in your relevant skill, okay, I'm a subsurface geoscientist. I have IWCF, I have NEBOSH, I have VOSET, I have IWCF level 4, a supervisor role, the one for drilling. They have different specialties. The one for drilling, the one for well intervention, the one for quality wireline and all that. So you put in whatever you've done so far. And it's very, very easy. What I've come to realize is that it's very, very easy for people, it's very, very easy for professionals to communicate with you when you have all these things. Because sometimes you might just be very, very lucky and you find your destiny helper. Yes, sometimes, yes, I'm telling you, you might just be very, very lucky and you find your destiny helper. These guys, this guy is well prepared. Like this guy is well prepared. You have to put him somewhere. And this is how most of these things works. Some of my classmates, they got this opportunity through exactly what I'm telling you about. So you have to prepare. You have to prepare. IEDC, there's this IEDC, International Association of Drilling Contractors. They offer courses on all conventional drilling operation, well testing, production enhancement, and well intervention courses. A lot of the petroleum courses, which I knew that okay, I didn't do all these things in my university days, but I just have to learn all these things. I just have to learn all these things. Get so it's very, very, and they offer, and their certifications are well recognized. So it's very, very important that you get in touch with these people. They do post most of their courses online, but just few individuals actually come into place. I believe that most people don't really know most of them because they are all these uh, uh, Arab people, they hardly speak English, but most times some of their facilitators who come from most of the oil field companies, Halliburton. I think one today came from Halliburton that did unconventional drilling operation. So, and most of their certifications, they are well known and they are free. They are very, very free. So you can put them, you optimize it. So sometimes when you communicate, when you put all these certifications on your profile, it actually gives the person you're communicating with the impression that this person is not lazy or this person is prepared for the next step. Yes, he's prepared. So Because sometimes I can just say that, okay, so I'm a graduate of so and so, I belong to NAPI, I belong to SP, I belong to this. And they might just come and say, okay, so what have you done? So what have you done? Yes. So what have you done? Do you have any relevant certification you've done so far? No. So it's very, very important. Take our time, build a platform that actually help to make sure every day there are trainings that are going on every blessed day on LinkedIn. Get updates almost every day on LinkedIn. Okay, so training is going to happen tomorrow. You schedule your time. That okay, by 12 I should be taking this training, by so time I should be taking this training. So 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 the next one here is engage, like on LinkedIn platform. We're still on LinkedIn, like building your personal brand. Engage on engage on relevant and meaningful conversation. Okay, you saw that this person did IWCF, and this person did HSC 1 to 3. This person did BOSET. This person did NEBOSH. You try to engage, not that you just look, and since it's not me, or since it's not my since I'm not the one doing it, there's no need for me to actually communicate. There's no need for me to actually engage. No, you don't do that. Engage meaningfully. Congratulations. You can just say, congratulations on your new on your newly achieved certification, and I know this certification will actually take you a long way. God bless you. That thing, when that person sees it on his notification, the person will be impressed that for this person to actually. And sometimes relationship like that. So most of the friends I have today, they are from platforms like that. You just see, oh, can we exchange contacts? You just see, and maybe there might be an update that you don't even know about, and the person might just remind you, Baba, have you done? There's this also update coming up. Are you aware? You say, no, 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 I'm not aware. Thank you very much. You don't know that, okay, because of just honorary engagement actually brought you and this person together. So that is how it works. So the next one here is personalized outreaches. You take our time to actually reach out to professionals. Sir, good morning, sir, or happy new month, happy new year. I don't know if you get. Take our time to actually reach out to professionals. Try to connect with them. Try to reach out to them. That, sir, happy new month. Trust you're doing great. The person have you in mind that, okay. So it's Temi. Okay. Sorry, I didn't even save your number before. So that is how most people actually get in touch with professionals. So then the next one is you nurture and maintain connection. You nurture and maintain connection. So there should be a proper follow up. You send the person thank you message like 24 hours, 48 hours. Sir, thank you very much. Thank you for actually connecting with you. Thank you for this opportunity to learn from you. Those things actually gives those things actually gives those professionals the room to actually inform you when there's relevant updates. You get. So, and um, I will continue my story. So firstly, when I started, so I was given the opportunity for the Slackline training, and that was 2024. And I started learning most of these tools, engaging more. So I started doing most of these trainings that would actually help me, and it has been very, very impactful. It has been very, very impactful. It has okay. You ask questions. You ask questions, sir. This career path, I know mostly this aspect of wireline is for mechanical engineering field. But there's a way God does these things. Maybe God actually wants you to learn that to actually make you great. But you just have to know that, okay, since I'm already into this field, let me keep learning. Let me keep learning. So as time goes on, I was learning both the sleek line and learning the wire line, which is the electrical part of it, where you send your data, when you send your tools, you send your downhole tools downhole. They call it running hole, ROIH. So you run your tool downhole to collect data for log interpretation, for reservoir fluid properties, and all that, your density, your resistivity, and the rest of them. Then this other one has to do with installing and retrieving of safety valve, installing and retrieving of gas lift, and the rest of them, majorly mechanical, purely mechanical. So I was learning both and engaging more. There was a time, even my MBA had to say, congratulations, say, I see the spirit in you, because there was a time whereby a week, I do more than 12, sorry, I do more than 3 or 4 certifications, trainings. Yes, that was 2024, 2024, 2025. I was so mad. I was very, very mad, because I really want to get into, I know these are just an aspect of the industry. I really want to get into the industry more. So I keep learning almost every time, almost every day. And it has turned a culture for me. It has turned a culture for me that, okay, this is training that you have to do. These are what you have to do if you really want to go higher, if you really want to succeed. So there was a day a manager from LNNG reached out to me, and he said, I didn't know that, okay, he has gone through my profile. He was like, so I'm very, very impressed with your profile. Like, you said you graduated 2023. I said yes. So he was very, very impressed. That was how, up to today, I kept that relationship with him. So I'm using these notes to actually, then another thing too, like I said, you can definitely reach out to build relevant relationship with professionals through conferences. You go to conferences, you volunteer. Last year, 2025 NAPE conference, which is the 43rd NAPE conference and all that, I was fully involved. I was on the registration team. I was on the award night. So I was on the award night, and I think this was last year NAPE conference was my third volunteering experience, of which the joining the conference planning committee actually came late. But I just said, okay, let me just volunteer this year. So I went again and I volunteered. It was very, very impactful. It was very, very stress-free, because the conference actually, since you're a volunteer, the conference actually makes the room for you for accommodation, for feeding. Yes, I can vouch for that. NAPI actually did that for us as a volunteer in NAPI. Then I don't know of SP, because I have since the beginning of time, and all that, I attended just one SP conference, which, because SP conference is not merely free. Most of the time you have to spend your money to actually attend the conferences and all that. And their volunteering experience and their volunteering slots are very, very quite few compared to NAPI. NAPI can take up to like 60 to 70 for the 1 week conferences. And then for NGS, I think NGS conference is coming up, or coming up also. So for these for those that are for the geoscience aspect, you can take our time. Connect with most of the presidents presidents from NAPE, presidents from NNGS, from SP. You try to connect with most of them on LinkedIn. But like I said, make sure that your profile is well optimized, because if it's not optimized, you 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 can't connect with them just like that they will just answer you. Most of them, they just want to see, okay, this is what you've done, like what you've done so far over even as a student. if I tell myself every day that if I knew this, what I knew today since 2020, since 2019 when I started till the day I graduated, I could have, yeah, I could have been in a very bigger place now. So you take our time, reach out to them on LinkedIn, try to communicate meaningfully with them. Then also, there's a paper I wrote with somebody from Baker Hughes that we presented this year from NAPI. I just want to use this opportunity to say it. I'm representing this is going to be my first NAPI, of which I've not been doing it all this while. People send abstracts and all that. Although I wrote the paper, I sent it to him. I said, sir, from Baker Hughes. I said, sir, please, oh, I I don't know if he said, on me, I'm fine. I said, I'm fine, sir. So I don't know if you can be a co-author to this paper or just go through the paper if the paper is okay. So he went through the paper and said, I'm very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. Put me as a co-author. So he gave me his full name, his email address, official email address, and everything. I included it and submitted it, and it has been approved. So that is how most of these things that is how most of these things actually works. Sometimes it's things like this don't actually come by just knowing somebody that, oh, I know this person. No, try to engage, try to write technical papers. You can, like I said, you can put them as co-author, like I did. You can put them as co-author, or you can reach out to them. Oh, sir, please, I would like um to do this. I have a little project that I'm running, and I will need your support on this. Not financially. I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about the person's experiences and knowledge, so that the person can actually put in for. Because most time, don't even build a foundation on just, okay. This person works in this place. I really want to know. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, don't do that. It actually drives people away. It drives people away. So take our time, write relevant papers. Take our time, reach out to them. Oh, sir, I'm writing a paper on this so part. And I know this is not your field, but please, I don't know if you have an experience in this aspect so that you can pull me through. So definitely they can pull you through and say, okay, put my name there as a co-author with you, or correct this or remove this and all that. So it will definitely help you a lot. So on this note, I'll be stopping here by saying then there are some relevant certifications that I would definitely recommend for each young professional, because you're a student, you'll be transiting very, very soon into a profession. I believe there are graduates here. Take our time, not sleep, Baba, not sleep. Take our time. Most times my LinkedIn is just like the way my WhatsApp is, because that is the major thing I'm actually subscribing in a week for. I don't subscribe, okay, because I want to reach out to colleagues, I want to reach out to some persons on WhatsApp. No, the main reason why I'm actually subscribing is for LinkedIn. So take our time, reach out to these people, and then there's one major thing I always tell people. May you find favor in the sight of men. So you take our time, pray that, God, oh, I'm actually graduating in a month time. I'm actually graduating in a month time. I'm actually graduating next year. God, please, I don't know the future. I don't know how you're going to do it. But you will just be surprised. God will just, even in the midst of rain, even in the midst of the sun, God will fill your valley. That is how it works. You'll be surprised on how things just begins to work for you. Not because I graduated with a 2-1 in my school, but I'm not saying that because I graduated with a 2-1 that actually, no. Most people who have a higher degree than me. But you take our time, opportunities opportunities will definitely come, but you take our time to pray. I've seen people whereby they have a first class. I've seen people whereby they have a first class, but most times the opportunity left them. There was a friend of mine who had a first class from geology from Uniport here in Port Harcourt. He told me, oh no man, I don't know what's happening. I take our time to pray for him too. So most times it's not about intelligence, it's not about intelligence, because this world is, you have to be spiritual at all times to then take our time to reach out to professionals in as much as you're praying, you're engaging, your yes, I always say this a lot. Then you take our then because most times some people, okay, I think someone's hand is up. Someone raised his hand.
Yes, sir. It is
Okay.
Favor, the moderator of this webinar. I just wanted to tell you that
Okay.
we only have, let's say, 2 more minutes for this session before we go to the
Okay.
question and answer session.
Okay. I will just stop. I will just stop here. So, like I said, these things can be achieved whereby you are consistent. You are very, very consistent. Not that you're online today, tomorrow, rest tomorrow. Be consistent. Try as much as possible. As far you've done, okay, you've done IWCF level 1, which is free for everybody, it's free. You post it on LinkedIn. If there are some companies that you need to tag, oh, we are looking at, okay, I want to transit to Port Harcourt because I see that Port Harcourt has a lot of oil field servicing companies that I can definitely start working. Yes, it's fine. Get those names of those companies. Start reaching out to them. Then after you done those trainings, tag them alongside. There's a way you can tag them alongside. You might just be lucky. That can you send your CV? Let's go through your CV and all that. So, and God will just make a way for you and to see yourself in the next level. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very, very, very much, Mr. Itimi Wisdom Onome. Please let us give Mr. Itimi a sounding virtual round of applause, even though we can't really hear it. But let us show him some love, honestly. You know, he took us about how many minutes? About 40 full minutes or more. Mr. Itimi, please could you help us mute your mic? Okay, thank you very much. He took us over 40 minutes to just impart us with the importance of networking, of being resilient when pursuing when pursuing something, and just being ruthless, being absolutely ruthless with your dreams. And honestly, I just appreciate it, and I learned a lot from his story, and I really hope that you did too. So initially I said that I advise you to take out your pen and paper and jot out some things that, yes, sir, and jot out some things that you think are beneficial. So this is the time when we come to test it. This is the question and answer session. Can someone write Q&A session in the chat? Just write it there, just quickly. I want to know that we're attentive, because I know some people will be on Instagram now. Their attention span is very, very, it's comparable with the speed of light. Just type Q&A session in the chat, so I know that you are still attentive. Okay, thank you very much. Ugochukwu, Opeyemi. Who else? Oluchi. All right. Okay, we're still here. I love that. Gifts. Iyanolua. Okay. That is lovely. Thank you all so much. I really thought I lost you guys for a second, but I'm glad to know that you are still here. Okay, now we have the question and answer session. And as the moderator of this webinar, I get to go first. I'm sorry. I'm just going to take that privilege. I really just am. Mr. Itimi, this is my question. Actually, this is my first question, and I may have more as I recollect them as people come with their questions. The question that I have now, pardon me. Okay, I'm back. The question I have now is that, in your story, in the beginning of your story, you said that the people that were studying wells engineering at your institution were only about 6 people. So it was relatively new to you. And then when you were fast forward years.
No. What I said was, I said we are just 6 that graduated in my set. Yes.
Oh, not six that were studying, six that graduated.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's
So,
never
so
makes sense.
we are like 40 or so when we
Oh
started
my
100 level, and only six graduated. So you can see
wow.
it's very, very funny and all that.
Wow. That is a great reduction. Jesus Christ. That is quite fascinating. Anyhow, you were saying that years down the line, you were pursuing different certifications and things that were just new in general, and people were telling you, oh no, don't do it this way, oh no, don't go about it that way, you're wasting your time and money doing this, you're wasting your time and money doing that. So as someone who is also pursuing something that is relatively new to their environment, or to just their environment in general, how can they build resilience when they're still finding it hard to navigate um that particular path? It's not a very, very popular career field. Not everybody knows about it, not everyone is going into it, only a select few. And when they are carrying out certifications, when they are when they're just doing these things, it just seems foreign to a lot of people, and it seems as if, okay, they really don't know what they're doing. How can they build resilience then, and how can they just stand firm to know that, okay, that particular path they have chosen is going to yield good fruit?
Okay, thank you very much. So, like I said, one thing is you need to trust yourself on where you're going to. You get. You need to trust yourself that, okay, though what you're looking for might not have materialized. You get. So, sorry about my background, please. So, like I said, you need to trust yourself. Know that this is where I'm heading to. Some people's journey are very, very, will I say, they are full of pains. Yes. So some of the people you see in the industry, they came as a result of pain. That you see that this I admire this person, but you don't know the scars that the person has gone through. You don't know what the person has done, the night candles that the person has burnt, the pains, the constraint that, oh, let me not eat so that I can be able to do this course. Let me not eat so that I can be able to do this. I don't know if you get. Why some other people, yes, maybe their parents are well doing and all that. The journey might be looking quite easy. Mommy, I want to do this training. It's okay. How much is it? Says 400,000. Okay, take. I want to do this. So people's zone is full of pains that, okay, this is where I'm heading to. You don't know. So, like I said, it depends on the individual, and you have to be consistent. Like, I know that sometimes after doing most of these trainings, you just say, I'm still within. It happens to me. Yes, I will use myself as an example. You see that I'm still within this circle, but one thing I actually assure you is that, the Bible says, weeping may endure for the night, the joy comes in the morning. So you have to be fully you have to fully trust God. Yes, generally, yes. You have to fully trust God, that God, I know that these trainings that I've done so far, these things will actually help me. This will actually help me. It's not just by just doing random training. There are some specific trainings that you will definitely engage on, that you know that, okay, this thing will help me to my next level. Maybe you're a petroleum engineer and maybe you need IWCF level 2 to go to actually be maybe as a field uh, assistant supervisor. If there's anyone is there, if you have one, I advise you to it. Because sometimes most of this, maybe you have only done it like 4 hours, you have only done it now. Before you know it, you've eaten the money already. So why don't you use it to do something else? Use it to do something that benefits you. Use it to do something use to do something that you know that at the end of the day, you will definitely get to your destination. So I can do well to share with you guys IEDC courses that are quite free. They post a lot on most of their platform, and every day they post a lot. I think since last week or so, they have been doing a lot of trainings and all that. So I can share you most of their 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 stuffs. So recently they did a course on, I think, unconventional drilling operation. So I think it will be very, very beneficial to you guys that are mainly petroleum engineers, because there are some things that I don't even know. But since I've been in the industry, I've been in the petroleum industry, I've been able to learn on most of these things. And so most times when they teach, when webinars like this are going on, I I understand like 80% of what they are talking about. Like now, I think there was one day they were talking about downhole accessories. Now you know that okay, your SPM is for your their device that are connected to your gas lift, that are connected to your gas lift, that facilitate the production of oil to the surface. Now, as a geologist, I didn't do all these things in school. You get? Yes, I be dey learn my subsurface, my well log, my tech log, my all this subsurface well log that has seismic and all that. That was what I was learning. So I didn't learn all this tubing, where Christmas tree, this is a flow line, this is a closing tubing, this thing and whatever. So it should be very, very important that you know most of these things, because notwithstanding, you don't know where you're heading to. You get, you don't know where you're going to. So take our time. If the money is there, take our time to get relevant trainings. They will definitely help you a lot. And another thing to you align it with consistent prayers. Consistent prayers, because sometimes the devil actually comes and say, after all these trainings and after all these things, and you still remain in one spot, but don't give up. Keep building, keep praying, and God will see you through.
Amen. Amen. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so I think that my one question has taken significant time. So please, if you have questions or even if you have comments, just put up your virtual hands and I'll be sure to call on you. But until then, that's fantastic. Until then, I will be asking this question that someone dropped into the chat box. And also, if you cannot speak where you are, just drop your question or your comments in the chat box and we'll get to it. And this question is by Ugochukwu Kenechukwu. And it says, what would you recommend to someone who has very important engagements while still faced with these really important non-essentials, like taking the courses you did? He now said, let me speak in the context that applies to me and many others, I'm sure. As a final year student, is it wise to take up all these concurrently while the very tasking with the very tasking final year engagements? So, Mr. Itimi, what do you
Okay,
have to say about
okay. Yes, definitely, definitely, because most of the people I've been seeing on IEDC so far, sometimes they have over close to like 300 participants. That is to tell you that people actually knows that these people offers. People are actually getting to know that these people actually offers trainings that could be relevant to them. Could be relevant to them. So you don't have to say that, oh, make I graduate first. You don't do that. Don't wait till you graduate that, okay, before you start uh, picking up whatever you want to do. Now you can say, okay, HSC, well recognized HSC is iSpawn HSC 1 to 3. Now iSpawn is quite expensive. That is why not everybody actually has it. But if the money is there and you know that, okay, I want to become, as a petroleum engineer, I want to become I want to be a safety officer. Now, mostly, even the HSC guys, they get in easily. Yes. Now, then I see that maybe there's a vacant role for HSC intern. It will be very, very much easier for you because you already have iSpawn. So as a seat, iSpawn, they're expensive, you know that kind of a thing. So this person have iSpawn. So sometimes they say, okay, send the certificate number that they want to verify it. You send it and they verify it. You've gotten the opportunity, you've gotten that opportunity already. So like I said, you take our time to I can list some of them for you. I can list some of them for you. Or you go through my profile. You go through my profile. Once you go to my profile, if there's anyone you know that, oh, I'm interested in this, I can share you the links to some of them are free. Some of them are free, some of them are being paid for. So like our over the time I was trying to learn MWD measurement while drilling and logging while drilling operation. So I knew that okay, if I should get this, if I should get this, I will be able to know what measurement while drilling operation, what measurement while drilling and logging while drilling operation, to which is related to wireline operation, which is related to wireline operation, majorly on open hole, where you talk about your resistivity, your density, your neutron, and all that. So I know that okay, this thing is going to be beneficial. So I had to, I did MWD and MWD and LWD courses, which these things were not part of my geoscience journey in 4 years. In 4 years, they're not part of my geoscience journey, but I had to do it. You have to be resilient. You have to be dedicated. You have to be dedicated. You have to be dedicated. So recently, I did the wash. I think about four, I think about 450 bets. They subsidized this for me from around 400K. So I paid like 400K to do my wash. So sorry, about say both sets. I did both sets. So because the bush is for safety, I don't want to become a safety officer. So, so I did both sets because this both sets now will enable you to go offshore and all that and all those kind of stuff. That because in some firms, let's say maybe now you're working with SLB and uh, most times they do it for you, but sometimes if you're working with most of these indigenous oil and you've already go through most of these things, it makes the process quite very, very easier. I don't know if you get it makes the process very, very quite much easier that this person already has good settle. Let's consider him. See things when the guy don't do. And these things are very relevant to us. We could take and that means we don't even have to train the person that much again. I see it. We don't have to train the person that much again because the person already has what we are looking for. So sometimes most of these individuals they get scared that ah, I'm not ready to train this person. I'm not ready to to go and do certification for this person. But most times when they see that this person has gotten these things, it makes the process very, very much easier for you to get what you want.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We only have time for two more questions, one
Okay.
of which is spoken and one of which is in the chat box. So I'm going to be giving space for the only hand raising to ask their question. Please make it brief, and I'm sure that the answer will also be brief as well, since we are already on a time crunch. So Donald, please ask away, but please make it brief.
Okay, thank you so much. Good evening, sir.
Yeah,
So
good
my
evening.
question is, you made mention of use optimizing LinkedIn and connecting
Yes,
with industry leaders. And there's one
yes.
thing you say that we should not just text them or not even ask for money or maybe internship, that we should
My
offer
brother,
value.
don't do it now. Don't do that.
No, no,
Yes,
yes.
yeah,
That's where I want
yeah,
to go to now.
yes,
So you
yes.
said we should like offer value. So what is like, how do we as a student, what kind of value do we offer to someone that has far more experience or that is way above our level? So how do we go about things
Okay,
like that?
okay. It depends. It depends on like what I was saying. Value is that uh sometimes like it's still relating to most of these conferences and like I was talking about and all that. So you can reach out to them. Oh, sir, I see you. You know, sometimes, some people once they want to ask questions, like maybe they want to good morning, sir. You just say good morning, sir. Some people just end there. Or there's something you don't talk to a professional and say hi. But they will block you. So so I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm not joking, but it's true. So you don't say hi that hi, good afternoon. You don't do it. So it should be well expressed. So like I said, you can take her time if you want to. Like last year, there was a day I reached out to a professional that okay, sir, I could love to, of which my mind wasn't that settled if I'm going to go for nappy and all that. So, but I just reached out to him. So he told me, oh, that the abstract has been submitted already, and sorry, maybe next year. So I said, okay, no problem. So those kind of conversations actually brings you and those people very, very close. That this person will be honorary person like that too. Like this person likes growth. This person like pushing forward, pushing. I don't know if you get. So most times these people we use this kind of platform to actually keep you in touch. I know a lot of professionals that even me without shouting them, they reach out to me almost every week. Mr. Itimi, how are you? I say, Baba, I'm fine, sir. You know that kind of thing. So based on the relationship you've kept with them, I don't know if you get based on the relationship that you've kept with them that oh, this is what I do and this is what I offer, so I cannot help you with this, or sometimes happy new months actually matters a lot and all this kind of stuff. Not actually giving them money. You can't give them money. You get so I don't know how I'm going to explain this very well to you, but please, maybe due to time, maybe you can just shut me up on LinkedIn. We can talk from there.
Okay, that is marvelous. That was a marvelous answer. Thank you so very much, Mr. Itimi. For the
Yeah.
last question, it comes from Emmanuel Ajayi, and he says, "Good evening. I'm a petroleum engineering fresher. Is it advisable for me to start volunteering in my second year after balancing?" Not sure I understand what balancing means, but that is the question.
Yes, definitely. I started attending happy since other level. Since other level, yes, since other level. When people were writing exams, even at sometimes even at MAPE, even at MAPE 2019, I attended 2020. So I started going to NAPE since 2020, the date. So yes, it's very, very good. You know, one thing is that when you start early, you arrive early. You get so it's better that okay, you start early so that you can know that by so time, by my final year, most times is that it's good that you are taking most of these courses. So that when you're looking for before you finish safe, you'll be very, very marveled by yourself that Omo, I've grown so big, like I can't believe it that this is what some people actually take out time to actually build when they graduated and all that. You get but during your stay at student level, undergraduate, you've been able to build yourself, you've been able to package yourself and ahead of opportunities too, because maybe from there now you can get your undergraduate internships and all that. Because going to most of these conferences, sometimes if you're saying, okay, you need undergraduate internship, you need undergraduate internship, it will be very, very much uh, easier because you'll be volunteering. They don't know you like me now in Napi. When you come to YP volunteering and all this, they know. Yes, I've built a foundation already for myself. You understand? I've built a foundation for myself already. I'm happy young professional. So, so I think last year, um, I don't know if you guys know Daniel Abe, Daniel, and I think Ushi, and some other persons. Yes, I was under volunteer. I think they were under CPC, Conference Planning Committee. It's still part of the volunteering experiences and all that. So these people now, they're already pushing themselves ahead as okay, when professionals see you, I've seen you in SP before. I've seen you. This guy have been volunteering for the past 2, 3 years. It's okay. What are you doing? I say, I'm into this, I'm into this is what I've done. They've seen that, you've you've come to a reality whereby they can't deny you. I don't know if you understand. It's not like somebody that okay, this is now let my BSc I get take. It looks somehow. It looks that I won't start to groom this person and all that. So, like I've said, everybody has different platform. For me personally, I feel that that was what uh, helped me so far. That was what helped me so far and has been pushing me so far forward. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Please let us give Mr. Itimi a virtual round of applause because I learned so much in this
Thank you.
question and answer session, and in this session, that he anchored in entirely, I absolutely learned it. But I also want us to just pick one thing. We have so many webinars like this in our respective SPE student chapters. And it serves as a constant reminder that community is important in this career that you are building. You cannot do it alone. So connect with industry professionals, connect with your peers who are also pursuing the same goal as you are. But most importantly, don't just connect with them for the sake of having 500 plus connections on your LinkedIn. Connect to actually offer something valuable. Connect to build something valuable, something that you can fall back on and you can rely on, something like that. So thank you very much, Mr. Itimi Wisdom Onome. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Yes,
Thank you.
Newton, you'll be able to have access to the recording. And if you have more questions, if you need to speak to Mr. Itimi one-on-one, he already put his LinkedIn in the chat box. So you can go right now and connect with him and any questions you have, and I'm very sure he'll be happy to answer them. Okay, now we are going to go to the next thing that we have. We have the membership drive. So yeah, we have the membership drive, which will be taken by the membership chair, SPEUI student chapter in person of Oluchi. Oluchi, please, are you here?
Yes, I am. Good evening.
Okay, good evening. That is fantastic. Please, give us the membership drive.
Good evening, everyone, and I hope we had a great session this evening. Personally, I learned a lot from this, and I'm sure that if this is a session that did not pass through your right ear and left through your left ear, you would know the importance of networking. And I do not believe that there will be anyone here that is not interested in joining a community that bridges that gap for you. And that is where SPE comes in. So, what is SPE for new members that we have on the call this evening? SPE is Society of Petroleum Engineers and is a place for all today's oil and gas or energy enthusiasts or individuals. So SPE is not only for professionals in the industry. SPE is also for students, for postgraduates, for recent graduates, or for young professionals, those that are just going into the industry, or senior professionals in the industry. So what you start to gain as a member of SPE, like we had this evening, is networking. SPE bridges that gap for you, where you can network with yourself and senior professionals in the industry. So SPA also gives you career visibility and you get to volunteer, you get to attend conferences and even webinars like this. There are so many knowledge that we cannot gain from the classroom alone, and SPE bridges that gap where you get to talk to people that will help you or shed more light on the part of the industry that you want to venture into. So how do you join SPE? Since SPE is a home for individuals and whose passion is for energy and innovation around the world, SPE creates a platform for you. And if you want to join SPE, personally, SPE Unibadon chapter has a well-detailed video for you on which you can click on your browser and click on www.spe.org, and there's a video for you that can help you or guide you with registering as a new member. And so also to existing members on the call, I will also urge you to renew your membership. Please click on spew.org, www.spe.org, and check if your membership for the year has been renewed. So there you get to have with there are people here that are freshers that are in 200 level and also 300 level, and you will also be needing internships in the future. SPE bridges that gap for you. So please ensure that you are a registered member, and if you are already an existing member, ensure that you have renewed your your membership. That's all from me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for that, Oluchi. It was absolutely wonderful. And also to add to that, if you are also interested in joining SB LASU, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to any of the executives you find around. And I'm sure we'll be able to help you out concerning that. So thank you very much for that, Oluchi. Now we move on to the announcements and upcoming events. So we've spoken about networking. We've spoken about how it can help your career in the long run, the short run. As a student, like you shouldn't just wait until you are done with school. That is when you now say, okay, now let me start working on my career. No, that is not good enough. So in relation to this, SP LASU has two upcoming events that can very well foster this community of proper networks. Not just, oh, what can I get from you? Can I get internship from you? Can I get audience 2K from you? No. Something that's actually going to help your your career in whichever way, not only in the energy industry. And the first of which is the Nexus 3.0. Please, I want to hear some noise in the chat right now. Somebody should type Nexus 3.0. You guys, oh my God, you guys don't know how much I'm looking forward to this thing. So Nexus 3.0 is coming up in May. That is how many months away? Is it 2 months? 2 months. See, every single day I'm counting it down. Like honestly, the last two Nexus events have been absolutely spectacular. And those two previous ones have been privileged to plan one of them, to be part of the planners of one of them, and to also volunteer in the other. See, when I tell you it has been marvelous, it has been absolutely marvelous. I don't think my words can put together how oh my god. Okay. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. All right. And then next we have the SP Lasso Sports Fest. Now for this one, it's just see, school is stressful, life is stressful, and you need to move your body. Many of you, okay, many of us actually, our couch potatoes. The last time we ran was in primary school. Last time we even jogged was probably in inter-house sports. So this sports fest is actually going to bring us together to sweat together. The sun is already hot, but I don't think sweating is too much. Just let's move our body, let's foster deeper connections, and that's what these are for. For further information on them, they'll be passed across to everybody in UI, in LASU, anyone, everywhere. Just pay attention. I'm sure you'll find more information on that. So now we are moving, towards the end of this webinar. We're moving towards the end of this webinar. Now I would like to call on the president of SP UI Students Chapter, in person of Koshe Binu Ayomide, to give us the closing remark of this webinar. Ayomide, please, are you on the call?
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Please confirm you can all hear me.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. And thank you so much, everyone, for staying this long on the call. And firstly, I want to say a special thank you to the speaker in person of Mr. Itimi Wisdom. Thank you so much for how you've broken down this concept of networking. I think our members are able to learn from it. And I was going through the comment section during your session, and I saw that people were relating with what you were saying. You were being real. And also to favor Oluwapamineri, to be honest, you did a wonderful job moderating this wonderful event today. And I think you did very well. Thank you so much for that wonderful moderation. And overall, closing this event today, one thing I say commonly to my members at SPUI is that any webinar you attend, make sure word that will be a life-changing word to you. A lot of things. Make sure you a life-changing one to you. I want to encourage you all. The speaker has mentioned a whole lot of things: optimization of your profile, leverage on your network, take up certification, engage with people, post, personalize your outreaches, nurture and maintain your connect, and prayer too. You understand? Above all this, the most important thing is action, right? Action is the most important thing. You should act on everything you've heard. So I will just give you a quick definition of action so that maybe that way you can be able to, like, okay, reiterate on everything you've learned. Action means when you are moving while the present seems very cloudy and the future seems unseen and uncertain. You understand? So just hold on to that word and pick up every point you learned today. I wish us all the very best. In For the UI student, I wish us the very best in the fresh semester, and for the last student that are currently done with exam, I wish you the very best in your holiday. Please, let's utilize our holiday well. Let's take up skills. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Mr. Itimi Wisdom, also. And thank you so much to the leadership of last week chapter. Sylvester Gosse, thank you so
Oh,
much
thank you
for
very
making this
much.
collaboration work. I will definitely reach out. Thank you so much, everyone. Goodbye.
All right, thank you very much, Ayomide. Thank you very say Idolo don't drop wisdom. That's true. There have been so much wisdom dropping throughout this webinar. Right now, as per the tradition of SP, I'm sure I'm very, very sure it's also done at SP UI student chapter. As per the tradition that is observed in SP, I would love for us to pardon me. All right. I would love for us to, just put on our camera for a little bit. Let us have the photo session. I know that we have all been shy to contribute throughout, but this is one time where you cannot afford to be shy. All right, all right. Even our facilitator has already put on his camera. Let us see your beautiful and handsome faces. Okay, all right. I can already see a few people. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. So go ahead and take a screenshot of your screen right now. This is going to be done to, so that you can post it on your LinkedIn, you can post it on any of your social media platforms, and you can tell people, you can pepper people that, see, you were part of this webinar and they were not, they were missing. So just smile, cheese. Okay, 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 okay. I'm sure. All right, thank you all so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for coming with us today, and thank you SPUI student chapter for collaborating with us. We really couldn't be more grateful, and I'm so happy that this webinar was an absolute success. There have been links in the chat box, so please remember to connect with people. I also dropped my link there. Also connect with me. I'd love to connect with you, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.
Yeah.